Everybody, it's your boys again, man. We are back. Cam and T on the Cam and T podcast. It is your host, Tony T. Tom West, man, and I have my brother from another mother and also the host of this show as well. Cam, what's going on, brother? How you doing today, man?
What's good, bro? It's an exciting day. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Man,
Man.
NBA basketball. I always talk about this, man. I think October is honestly the best month of the year. Like, just not even sports wise, just in general, bro. But if you're a sports fan, it definitely is. You got MLB baseball going on right now. If you like that,
Yep.
you got the NBA kicking off the night. If you like that, and then also as well, you're in the middle of football season as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like October is just a great time for sports.
Hockey start too. I think.
Hockey. Oh yeah, that's right. If you
Update.
like hockey, that started I think last week. So yeah, it's just a good time, man. But this episode tonight is gonna be fun, man. Y'all gonna really enjoy it. We're gonna have a really good time. We got a special guest waiting for y'all that's gonna talk some really great basketball, man. And this is gonna be a pretty heavy basketball show tonight. So if you're into the NBA stuff like that, you're gonna have a really good time because we're gonna put out some really good content for y'all tonight. But we'll kind of just talk about what we'll be talking about tonight. We got to talk about Clemson. We got to start off there. We'll talk about them real shortly, probably about 5 or 10 minutes. And then the rest of the night, like I said, it's opening night in the NBA. We got the Lakers versus your champions Nuggets tonight. So
Yeah.
I know you're excited about that. You're defending
Yeah.
champions tonight at 7:30 Eastern time. And then later on for the nightcap tonight at 10 o'clock, we got Golden State and the Suns. So two really, really good games, man. And then the rest of the league kind of kicks in tomorrow. So we'll talk about that
Mhm.
too as well. But we're really excited, man. This is going to be a really good episode. Y'all get active in the chat, man. We're going to have a really good time tonight. And we're super excited. So without further ado, let's go ahead. Actually, before we start, Cam, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Let me ask you that.
Oh man, I'm great, man. I'm not even gonna hold you. I can't even complain, man. I can't complain. I've been good lately. How
Good.
about you though? How about you?
I'm good, man. Besides Clemson being trash, I'm pretty good, bro. Overall, I can't lie. I'm doing pretty good, man.
Yeah.
God is good. I'm healthy. My family healthy, so I can't complain, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and talk about that team that I was just talking about. Let's talk about the Clemson Tigers falling again, another L. They are now 4-3 on the season, and as Cam said earlier, Clemson's gonna be playing in the Cam and T podcast bowl real soon at this point. It's
Bruh.
getting bad, bro. It is getting bad, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They lost to Miami 28-20 in a double overtime game. Miami didn't even have their starting quarterback. We're gonna jump into that real quickly tonight. Um, I don't even feel like reading off stats. Cam, just give me like 3 minutes to just rant here. Let me say something first and foremost, man. Listen, I told people get to the podcast early today because I'm not holding off. Listen, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I'm going to start off soft here, actually. I feel like college football fans are the most sensitive individuals on this planet Earth. You can't say anything bad about your team or your horrible. I swear, it's like clockwork. Literally, with NFL fans, you can ask every Arizona Cardinal fan right now, every Panther fan right now, and like 99% of them are going to be like, yeah, we suck. Like, we're
Mhm.
trash. When you say the same thing about a college team that is not a good team, you get blasted. It's like, how dare you talk about this team? How dare you do this and that? Bro, let me say that out the way. College football fans are literally the most annoying and most sensitive people. I don't know why. That's just the way it is. But let me get to my next point. I'm sorry, guys. I've been saying this for a couple of weeks now. Clemson is just not a good football team this season. It's just what it is. They're average at absolute best. They're just an okay team. That's just what they are. They're not good. I mean, you lose to a team with a backup quarterback that couldn't throw the ball 5 yards down the field. Yeah, that's ridiculous. In double overtime. Oh, on top of that, you had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter and absolutely blew it because your offense can't move at all. I mean, this is ridiculous. I'm sorry. This is absolutely absurd and it's ridiculous. I'm so tired of Clemson fans keep giving Dabo excuses, keep giving this offense excuses, keep giving these playmakers excuses. This team is not good. It's not. Cade Klubnik going rogue for the second time this season in a clutch
yeah.
moment. Dabo, discipline this guy. I'm not saying bench him for the season, but can he get benched the first couple of series in the NC State game? We literally have nothing to play for at this point. Bench that guy for at least 2 or 3 series, bro. Maybe even a quarter. Like, seriously, we have literally nothing to play for. Other fans get mad at me because I've been keeping it real with y'all since day one about this team. After I seen the Duke game, I told y'all what it was going to be. I said, this team ain't it, bro. Cam, do you not remember me saying that? I said, This team, I can see it already. This team is not going to be good. Everybody blasted me. Oh, Tony, it's just one game. Oh, they're going to be all right. You overreacting. You being negative. Yeah. They lose to Florida State, which I thought was the best game they played all year. I said, you know what? They at least fought hard. The coaching was horrible, but they fought hard. I can respect that. The last 2 weeks, they have struggled to play against Wake Forest, who is ranked in the bottom 30 of defenses in the college football. They could barely score on them. And then after giving up 400 plus yards against Chapel Hill, Miami completely shuts out our offense in the second half. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's disrespectful to what Clemson has built as a standard. And I got to say one more thing, because it's this tweet that's getting attention it's this tweet right now on my Twitter that's getting a bunch of attention right now. I tweeted out last night. I don't know if you've seen the post, but 5-star recruit Brian Westco tweeted out like pretty much, I'm sticking with Clemson.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm gonna stay with Clemson. I'm gonna stay at, don't recruit me pretty much. I'm locking in with Clemson. And I tweeted out kind of on some sarcastic, but actually like keeping it real. I was like, man, like, bro, we so trash right now that commits gotta reaffirm that, okay, even though we suck, I'm gonna stay. Like, I'm gonna try to make this thing work and get better. Because a lot of kids, they jet. As soon as they see you losing, we out of here. So I said, man, look, bro, listen, dog. It's sad that Clemson commits have to come out now and be like, oh,
two of them.
Yeah, 2 of them came out last
yeah.
night and said, "Oh yeah, we sticking it out, we staying." And I was just making light of a situation, like, "Hey man, it's sad we even got to do this." Like, dang, Dabo, like this is crazy that we done came from being the top of the pinnacle to now guys got to sit up here and reaffirm that they gonna be committed because we suck, right? So I tweeted that out, but I was like, well, you know, we appreciate you like staying locked in with us, right? I wake up this morning to like 2-3 calls and texts from people like, bro, your tweet going crazy. People going in on you, the recruits going in on you, da 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 da. I'm like, bro, what? So I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of a scoop. Last night when I tweeted that out, I had about 3 to 5 active Clemson players on the active team. Cam, I meant to tell you that. I'll tell you about it off camera later on. I had 3 to 5 active players who play on Clemson as we speak right now, today. They're on the team right now, reached out to me and said, Tony, bro, you funny, but you're right. We suck right now. These are players that are on the team right now. Right now. They're on the team playing. These are not bench warmers I'm texting. These are starters that seen my tweet and said, bro, we see your tweets all the time and we be laughing, but you're right. You're right. So if the players that are on the team are telling y'all I'm right, why are y'all getting mad at me? Can somebody explain that to me, bro? Can somebody explain that to me? Why are the fans getting mad at me for being realistic? I had 3 to 5 players last night that are actively on the Clemson football team roster reach out to me last night via phone and say, bro, you spitting right now. I'm not going to put their names out here, obviously, because I don't want them to get in trouble. But this is facts. I have proof in my phone right now. So if the own players that are on the team are saying that, why are y'all getting mad at me? Why are y'all saying I'm being negative when players that are on the team are texting this right here and telling me, Tony, you're right. We suck right now. We got to step up. You funny, but you telling the truth. We got to step up. If there's players telling me that right now on this phone, then who's the real problem? Again, bro, Dabo Swinney, I'm not saying you should be fired. I said this the other day ago. You shouldn't be fired. I want to make that clear. I'm not saying that. But what I'm telling you is that guy is losing the locker room, and it's happening quick. If I have players texting my phone, I'm a nobody. guys. I know nobody of importance. There are Clemson players that are on the active roster texting my phone saying, hey, bro, you right. We stink right now. We're not a good team. Why are y'all getting mad at me? Why are y'all getting mad at me? So again, bro, and for the recruits that got mad at me, bro, listen, y'all can shut me up by when y'all get here next fall. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. But Dabo, I'm telling you now, bro, you got to do something. You have to adjust to the time. You have to. Hiring your friends and all that stuff, like hiring Mickey Khan and guys like that have you. I don't think you know this. Tony Elliott was an engineer before he was a coach. That dude had no football knowledge as far as like coaching. And Dabo hired him as an OC of a D1 college. I want y'all to think about that. So again, I know this was a long rant, but again, something has to change. I'm not asking Clemson to go undefeated every year. I'm not asking to win a national championship every year. But like I said yesterday, can we at least be in the discussion every single year? Is that an issue? Especially now since we're going to 12 playoff teams. Can Clemson be in the discussion every year? I think they should. I think that's not unrealistic to me, in my personal opinion. Cam, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, I'm over here. I was looking for the tweet. That's what I was looking at.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, because that's crazy. Because you ain't said nothing, bro. Like, you ain't said nothing wrong or nothing false that get people riled up like this, bro. You know what I'm saying? But bottom line is, everything you said is absolutely correct, bro. College football fans in general just soft and sorry, bro. It gets to the point. It's a shame because they questioning people like me and you who been Clemson fans for
my life.
God knows how long.
I've never not been a Clemson fan.
Exactly. And they be like, and the funny thing is, you know you wrong when you sitting here. I had people come at me saying, oh, you must be a new Clemson fan, or you must be this, that, and the third. So me expecting wins, me expecting us to beat teams that we've beaten in the past by 50, that makes me a new fan. How? You know what I'm saying? How does that make me holding my team accountable, my favorite team, me saying that we actually stink? We're 4-3. That's not good. That's not a good college football record.
To the Clemson standard, that's not good enough, bro.
No, that's not a good college football record at all. One loss, you still in the national championship picture, but it's bleak. 2 losses, you already out. The season already over.
Yeah.
At 2 losses. 3 losses? Bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shoot, we think about it. We got Miami coming up. We got North Carolina coming up. That's probably, there's no reason why we should win those games based off of how we look. That's 2 more L's. That's 7-5. That ain't good, bro. That is not good. Not for no team that just was in the national championship game 3 years ago or 4 years, however long it was. You know what I'm saying? So, 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, that was 20. That was 20. What was the year with Trevor Lawrence? That was 2020. That was 2020. Okay, they were in the playoffs 2021. That's when Ohio State beat them.
Okay then. Yeah. So I mean, even still you was just in the playoff 2 years ago. Like,
right.
That's, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. It's just the season's over. Yeah. Clemson fans.
And again, me and Cam will still be watching every week.
Yeah.
Like, even that we suck, we still gonna watch.
Yeah. Shoot, I ain't got no choice. I'm still paying them money.
Right.
I ain't got no choice. Shoot, I ain't got no choice. But but yeah, we can move on though, man.
Yeah. I just wanted to get that off my chest real quick because I feel like people be trying to come for me like I'm some villain, but I'm like, bro, I'm just keeping it real. Like, and again, I don't want to be the fan police. Like, I've never been that type of guy. No. Like, bro, you fan the way you want to fan, bro. Like, exactly. I'm a realistic fan. I've always been a realistic fan with all my teams. As you noticed, ain't no Clemson fans had no problem with me before now. Cause guess what? We was in the last 2 or 3 years, we've had problems because we ain't been winning.
Right.
But when we was winning, I was talking good about them. They wasn't saying nothing. But as soon
Right.
as you criticize them, it's the world is over.
Nah,
You
it's
know what I'm
all
saying?
you
Like,
do is criticize, criticize, criticize.
that's how
that's,
they do,
that's
bro.
how they be talking.
That's how they do, bro. It's crazy. It's
Bro,
crazy, bro.
I'm
You
telling
literally
you,
can't say
man.
nothing bad about a college football team without them having a problem. But
I'm
anyway,
telling you.
man, we got a good episode. I just want to get up. Hold on. We got to say one more thing about football real quick. UNC Tar Heels. What the hell happened, bro? What happened
Oh
with the
yeah,
UNC Tar Heels, bro? Oh, my God.
I
Losing
forgot
that
about that.
game to Virginia, bro. After me and Cam just touted y'all
Was
and
gassing
Doug
them
been
up.
telling y'all all year.
That's
Man,
what, man. That jinx, my jinx is crazy, man. I be jinxing teams, but yeah, UNC they let me down. That's the thing right there. That's the difference between a championship caliber program, if
right.
you will.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to bash on UNC because they still having a great season,
They're having a great
but
season. Yeah.
but that's what's gonna hold teams back from being championship caliber. If you can't put those teams like Virginia away,
Away.
like those are the teams that a Georgia would have dominated, a Clemson would have dominated, LSU would have dominated. I'm talking in our national championship years. Those are teams that we would have dominated.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, UNC has shown that they're just not there yet, and that's a shame because I had high hopes for them this year. And I still do have high hopes. You never know. They can mess
Yeah.
around and finish running the table. I don't think they're completely out of it, but that one loss to Virginia, that's a tough loss, man.
Yeah.
That's a tough loss.
Yeah. That's a tough L, man.
That's a tough loss because I'm thinking because one of the Power Five teams can't make it to the dance. Somebody gonna be on the outside looking in.
Yep.
And in my opinion, a one loss Washington or a one loss Oregon, that one loss not gonna look as bad as a one loss North Carolina to Virginia. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I think this it's okay to lose one college football game. We all know that. It's fine.
Yeah.
And when the 12 team playoff come, it's okay to lose two.
Two.
But
Yeah.
losing to a Virginia team
That's
that's
probably gonna
not
do
good
it.
at all,
That's
that's
gonna
not
do
yeah.
it.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
I even think if
that's
they
gonna
run the table, they're not getting in. Honestly.
no, no, not no
Yeah.
more. Nah, that's gonna leave them out the dance unless a lot of shakeup happens ahead of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just they'll be
Because
they'll be sitting at like 6 or
when you look
7.
at the remainder of their schedule, who's really good? Like Clemson's
Duke
not good. Duke is okay,
decent.
but with
Yeah,
the Leonard situation, he might be out again for another 2 or 3 weeks. And they play on
I hate
November 9th, which is in
I
like
hate
two
that.
weeks.
I hate
So
that for them.
again, like who on their schedule is really going to test them? Like I know Mac Brown was crying about the schedule at the beginning of the season, but they really don't play anybody coming down the stretch. Georgia Tech stinks. Clemson stinks. Duke is a good team, and NC State stinks. Like they could run the table, and they're still. And if they beat Florida State, that would be pretty impressive. I still don't think that gets them over the hump though, because they lost to Virginia, bro.
Right,
Like if they would
right.
have lost to like Duke in a close game or something like that, they might
Yeah.
would be straight. But getting beat by Virginia, who you could argue is probably one of the worst teams in the
Worst
Power
teams in Power
Five.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't defend that.
That's what I'm saying. Virginia, and the funny thing is, Virginia is what everybody be saying Vanderbilt is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Virginia literally is that too.
Vanderbilt's
Like,
actually to me, I think improved this year, in my opinion.
you know what I'm
They
saying?
look better. So
That's what I'm saying. Virginia is, I mean, that's a team that had one win coming into the game
yeah,
to the season.
yeah,
And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave it at that. That Virginia win was the first win since 1961 that a 1-5 team has beaten the top 10 team. That's bad.
yeah,
That one thing right there. They could blow every team they play out by 100 points. That right there gonna leave them out the playoffs.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
That's
It's
bad.
bad. Well, that's enough for the college football talk, man. Tonight is about the NBA. I'm excited. We got our special guest coming on. Let's go ahead and bring up our special guest. He's got a vibrant, you know what I'm saying, Instagram page that y'all should follow. It's at the dot hole dot 94. We got our guy Thomas here to talk some NBA basketball with us. Let's give a round of applause for our guest Thomas, man. Appreciate you, Thomas, for coming on, man. We appreciate it. We're excited to hear about some of your basketball knowledge. We want you to promote your platform on here as well, man. And bro, Thomas, how you doing tonight, man?
Yeah, man. First of all, thank y'all for having me on here, T and Cam. Appreciate y'all having me on. It means a lot.
For sure. For
Um,
sure,
Yeah.
man. For sure.
yeah,
We
man,
glad
I'm just here to
you
talk a little
came.
bit of basketball. It's going to be a good year. 2023, 24 kicks off tonight,
Yep.
about an
Yeah.
hour.
Yep. We
Mm-hmm.
got
And,
about an
we
hour
got
till Lakers and
we got
Denver
the
Nuggets. Yep.
we got the returning champs trying to go back to back. We got to see Braun in year 21.
Yep.
We get to see Scoot and Wimby come over and try to take over the league from their side of it. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be a good year.
Yeah. For sure. So first things first, let's talk about the games tonight.
Yep.
So first up we got my Nuggets versus the Lakers.
Hmm.
Um, how do you think, what's your season outlook on both teams? What do you think about tonight? My boy AB talking about some Denver ain't going back to back. Okay, AB.
Talk your talk,
Okay.
boy. Talk your talk.
Okay, AB. But anyway, um so how what's your season outlook for both teams? How do you feel about their rosters? And just give me a kind of like a game prediction.
Yeah, man. Yeah. First and foremost, the starting game off for the night. Got it running back. That was probably, I think, as NBA media has said, that was the most competitive sweep last year in the Western Conference Finals. It's been a thing.
Yep.
If I remember, it was 5-point win in game three, 7 in game, or 5-point game two, 7 in game three, and 11 in game four. Super
Mhm.
competitive. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a LeBron fan, so it held a place in my heart a little bit. Watch him go out like that.
Me too.
Um,
Right? Yeah,
yeah.
it's tough. Like, cause I'm not to cut you off, but obviously I'm a Nuggets fan. But like when I was watching, when I was watching what we was doing, LeBron, it kind of hurt because I was like, I want LeBron to get some extra rings. I do want him to catch
Hmm.
Jordan one day, but hey, I was glad we was able to get our first chip. But go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no, you're good. You're good. Yeah. So I'm really excited for both teams. Really, I have Denver. I don't know if I can really go into this too much right now, but my predictions for the season, I got them finished in the top of the West again in a super
Okay.
crowded, super competitive Western Conference.
Okay.
And then I got the Lakers coming in at 3. A
Okay.
big jump from last year might be a hot take, but I'm
Mm.
just gonna throw it out there too.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
That is.
Yeah, we'll talk
with
about that later on. But
yeah, yeah,
That's
that's a
that's a
hot
good
take.
take though. That's a yeah.
yeah, and
I like that.
I think yeah, yeah, I think with Denver, I think the biggest thing is, they got a young core, man.
Yeah.
All their starting fives under 30. Which is
Hmm.
crazy. They got obviously arguably the best player in the league with Jokic holding it down. They got every complimentary piece around him. They got Jamal doing his thing in the playoffs. They got KCP, who's the perfect 3-and-D guy for him.
Yeah.
MPJ, not passing the rock, pulling that thing every time. That's how, but hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what he
Don't fix
does.
it. Yep.
And then they got Aaron Gordon there doing a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it is going to hurt losing Bruce Brown. Obviously, he was a big piece for
Yeah.
you guys last year.
Yeah.
Props to him going to get the bag in Indiana. But I think Christian Brown, the way he played in the finals and in the playoffs, I think he's going to slide into probably that 6-man role. Reggie Jackson's going to have a little bigger of a role.
Yep.
Peyton Watson from last year, young guy, 2 years ago, y'all got him.
Yep.
I think he could have a big season for you guys.
Yeah.
And then Julian Strother has looked really good in the
Yeah,
preseason.
that's what I was going to do.
Yeah, looked really good. The only thing is with him and most rookies, Mike Malone, has such a short leash, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
What I tell
he
you, T. You remember I told you he did, not to cut you off again, but you're right though. Like rookies, Christian Brown was really the only one I've seen. God, in the last, really probably since Murray, that that was able to contribute
As a
pretty much
rookie.
all season. Yeah,
No, I agree.
because Bones, obviously we know what happened with Bones. It kind
Yeah,
of a
they booed him
whole
on out of
fallout,
there.
and yeah, they put him out there the expressway, and
Yeah.
then and then man, we had RJ Hampton for I think I don't even know if he survived the whole season.
Not
With
a whole
us.
year, and then he came down to Orlando.
Yep. And then it was somebody else we had too. We drafted both of them in the same year. Actually, it might have been Bones. I think was it. It might have been both of them, but I know we had a couple guys. It just seems like the Nuggets don't really hold on to, or Mike Malone don't really hold on to rookies. But I was really excited to see Brown kind of come along especially later in the season and in the playoffs, like you said. And I was telling people, I was just playing when I said rookie of the year, but obviously he kind of showed up in the playoffs like he really was a fantastic rookie in the,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, in the NBA. So
Key
and
contributor
then,
for real.
yeah, absolutely. And then another guy I'm looking out for, me and TV Clemson guys, Hunter Tyson. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I want to see what he gonna do.
He
I
can
actually
shoot
don't
that
know.
pill, man.
Yeah, man. So I'm excited to see, kind of where we go from here. And like you said, I think Brown, I think he's gonna step up. And if he could just give us the same thing that Bruce Brown gave us, I think we'll be fine.
You know what? I think a bigger loss for you guys is honestly going to be Jeff Green than it is Bruce Brown.
Yeah,
Just because Uncle Jeff was in there playing the
good
backup
depth
five,
piece.
and now you got Zeke Naji. I mean, he's got potential, but I don't know. He's got to put some stuff together. And
Yeah,
then
he
DeAndre
does.
Jordan, who's just there at this point.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree. I think we're a very guard heavy team, I would say. I think we got really talented guards. And then really at forward, God, I mean, who is it? Just it's Michael Porter Jr., Gordon, and Tyson. I mean, I think that's pretty much that's almost it. As far as forward,
pretty much it. Yeah, of guys that would actually be contributing. That's
playing. But again, when you have such a dynamic like what Murray and Jokic has, as long as everybody kind of fills in where they can, and just one thing I like to say, and Aaron Gordon, he's really one of my favorite players on the roster because I just feel like he fits that role very well. I mean, you know him from Orlando. I mean, I feel like he's a player that you can put him on any team and he's gonna thrive. And he's probably gonna make every team better. He's not gonna score a lot. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really thrive well as a second option on the Nuggets, but that's okay because that's not his role. That's not what he should have been doing anyway. He fits perfectly as that fourth option, but as that guy who can do all the little things well. You know what I'm saying? Really do them all great. So I hope he makes the Team USA roster too when the time comes.
It could be it'd be a big get for him for sure if they do end up snagging him. And then the Lakers who they're playing tonight. Like I said, hot take a little bit, third seed in the West, and I think that this is probably the best roster LeBron's had around him from top to bottom ever in his career.
Oh wow!
I mean, I really think that at least on paper, which that could change. The 2012 Heat days, with Mario Chalmers and Mike Miller, Shane Battier, everybody like that. Obviously they had a squad down there, but I think the additions that they have, everybody's been super hype about. Obviously, Austin Reeves making a big jump. USA camp, he was all over the news there. I'm a little more skeptical of him just because he is I think he's 27, 26 maybe.
26, I think he is. Yeah.
And so I'm not buying in on the superstar hype that the LA, media gives players. But he's still solid. He's still tough. He proved that in the conference finals to do the playoffs. And then, they still got D'Lo. They still got Rui. Still got Jerry Vanderbilt. Torian Prince, I think, is an underrated pickup for him.
Yeah.
Gabe Vincent, stealing it from the Heat. He had some big moments in Miami.
Yeah.
I think, having him just in your back pocket is good. Jackson Hayes, we'll see what he can give on the team. Same thing with, a flyer like Cam Reddish. I think everybody in the NBA media, bro, is so high on Cam Reddish that everybody wants so bad for him to be real.
Yeah.
And it's everybody keeps giving him chances. He's probably the player in the league that's gotten the most chances to do something that he ain't really produced anything. Whether that be,
it's crazy. People still living off of Anthony Edwards saying he was the hardest player he played against.
Facts.
People are still living off that.
I see that.
And I'm like, bro, Cam Reddish is living off high school highlights still to this day. I'm not trying to be rude or nothing like that. I remember because I'm a Hawks fan. So when we traded Cam Reddish, I wasn't sad. There were a lot of Hawks fans oh my God, you would have thought we traded Trae Young or something the way people were acting. It was ridiculous. I'm like, bro, Cam Reddish really ain't contributed anything since he's been in the league. He went to the Knicks, didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So again, like I really do hope he does succeed. Obviously, I'm wishing for the brother to succeed, of course, but I just don't really see it. Like he's been in the lead a couple of years now, and it's still not really translating on the floor for me, at least. I don't see it.
Yeah, he has a couple moments here and there.
I agree.
That make people kind of buy back into it.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I mean, at this point, he's looking at a role player type role. I mean, he ain't ever gonna be a top flight scorer or nothing like that. So I think he can find him a little role with the Lakers, but no, I agree with what you're saying. And I don't know if you said this, but they also got Christian Wood. I think you were going there next.
I didn't, but he's a good pickup for him on the minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
no, I agree. Go ahead, you good.
So, so do you have a score prediction for tonight? Who y'all think gonna win?
Yeah, I'll say. In my heart, I think it's honestly. I don't think it's gonna be close. Really, I think it'll probably be. I'm gonna say. I'll say 91-76 Denver. I think they're gonna kind of lay a smack a little bit. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I was about to say something kind of similar because I do think it'll be a little low scoring, but it being like the first game of the season. Stuff like I don't really see anybody like going off. I could see something like 95-79, something like that. You gotta think about the first game of the year for the Lakers in altitude. That's tough. Bro. Yeah, it's tough when it's in the season, but definitely, they're gonna have the showing the ring ceremony and all that, and their emotions gonna be running high, and then let Denver get off to a quick start. If it might be a long night for the Lakers, in my opinion. So I got the Nuggets winning too. Something like I said, like 90. I'll say like 95-79, something like that.
Darn. I ain't even gonna hold y'all, man. I was thinking this was gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be like no 120, fest, but I was thinking we was gonna get 105, 103. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be a good game, man.
In a perfect world, I would love to see it.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I see the first game of the year, man. That's with those first games of the year, you always gotta kind of be a little. You know what I'm saying? Lenient on it, because
the thing about it though, Bron and AD playing with some fire tonight because
of course
Mike Malone been talking a lot of smack.
Yeah, he's been talking crazy.
He's been talking a lot of smack.
I don't heard him talking more about them than the Heat. Honestly.
I mean the Heat. The reason for it is because y'all know the media was talking about Lakers and Celtics potential finals.
Yeah,
but they wasn't giving. You know what I'm saying? This was why the Lakers was down 2-0. It's like, come on, like how are they gonna make it to the finals and they can't even, I mean, they messed around and got swept. Yeah. And it's like, so I understand why he was, basically kind of throwing shade, but at the same time, I think it's the way that he went about it personally for me. And keep in mind, like this is a Nuggets fan saying this. Like, I feel like he was. I'm not gonna say he was going too far, but I felt like the shade was being tossed at the Lakers when it probably should have been tossed more at the media. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I felt like he literally was name dropping LeBron and Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if he was name dropping ESPN, Fox Sports, or FS1, whoever, you know what I'm saying? If he was name dropping them, you know what I mean? Then I feel like it wouldn't be so they wouldn't be so combative. So just for that reason alone, I think Bron and AD going off tonight. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I think they going stupid tonight on us. Like
I can see them going crazy. I can see them going crazy, but then the rest of the cast not for the Lakers.
Yeah. And that's why I think they're gonna end up losing, is because I don't think the rest of the team is gonna be as ready as they are. Like I think Bron and AD actually going ballistic tonight on us. Okay. But I think my team, obviously, I think the Nuggets, we just gonna be well oiled. I think we just gonna be ready to go. I still think we gonna win.
I was gonna say let's go ahead and move on to the next game because there's another game tonight too to talk about. We got the Warriors versus the Suns. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. KD, former Warrior. That's gonna be a fun game to watch too. Thomas, what's your thoughts about those two teams, and also as well, kind of what's your expectations for tonight's game as well?
Yeah. So I think that's a great matchup also to get the night, get the season started for the late game. Seeing the new big three in Phoenix and all their changes they got, I'm excited to see that. I'm really high on them too. I'm not going to tell you where I got them seated yet, um, but yeah, I'm really high on them too. I think the only question with them is obviously their the continuity, having so many new guys coming together,
Yeah.
and then the fact that I mean, really, they don't got no defenders on their team besides like
Mhm.
Josh Okogie, and every now and then KD will play some defense. But other than that, they couldn't guard a car in a garage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll
Mhm.
see how that goes. And then Golden State, they're Golden State, so you can't write them off ever, as
No.
long as they got Steph and they got Clay. And tonight they won't have Draymond, but long term they'll get him back soon. But I see it being a good game. I see. Yeah. Let's see. I don't want to. I guess I'll just go right into a prediction of the game.
Yep.
I see. I do see the Suns pulling this one out. I could see
Okay.
it being a closer game. I could see, with all the firepower that the Suns got, I could see them averaging this year. Honestly, I could see them averaging like 115, 120 a game, just because
Mhm.
they're going to have to shoot. I mean, they are going to shoot. They're
Yeah.
way through games. They got three prolific scorers. At that top. Um, I could see that tonight being, I'll say Phoenix 1. I'm gonna flip the script. I'm gonna say this is gonna be high scoring. I'm gonna say Phoenix 119, Warriors 111.
Hmm.
See how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Um.
think. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but
No, you good?
I'm excited to see how CP fits. I
Yeah.
think that's obviously that's the biggest question mark going into the year
Yeah.
with the Warriors.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is how that plays out, and seeing how he fits alongside Steph and Clay and Wiggins and Looney and Draymond. But I think until Draymond gets back and until that roster's healthy, it's going to be a little weird. It's going to look clunky,
Mhm.
and everybody's wanting CP to carry that second unit, which ultimately I think he's going to do. But they're wanting him to unlock Jonathan Kuminga, who I'm super high on. Love his
Same.
game, and then
Yeah.
they're wanting him to unlock Moses Moody, and they got Lester Quijones from played in the G League last year. Like they got some guys that are young, but I'm interested to see how CP is going to fit. And like I said, I see it being a high scoring game tonight.
Yeah. Bill. They said Bill is a game time decision. So I
I
kind of
did
hope.
see that. That's true.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought he wasn't gonna go tonight.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Oh, he
They
was
said
not.
he was a game time decision, but I don't. I think they. I don't know if it's trending downward or upward.
Okay.
But
I thought earlier they were saying he wasn't gonna go at all. So
okay,
that's
maybe
at
that's what
least
I had seen.
yeah,
So I kind of want him to. Obviously, I want him to play. I want to see how they look,
right.
um, but yeah, even if he don't go, um, I still and this we're gonna talk about our top 10 players here in a minute, but
Yep.
I think Devin Booker coming out on a mission. To be completely honest with you, and so I think the Suns gonna win. I like the Suns, I do. So
Mhm.
score prediction, mm, we'll go. I think this is gonna be a close one. I'm gonna say 111, 109. I think it's gonna be one of them games that come down to the buzzer, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just to give my synopsis real quick, I kind of agree. I think these are going to be two high-powered offenses. Probably not tonight, maybe, but definitely going forward in the season, especially when they're fully healthy.
Mhm.
But I do have the Warriors actually winning tonight, man. I think they actually get the dub here. I'm gonna take them 112 to 108. So
Yeah,
that's where I'm
and
gonna go.
they at home, right?
I believe
Mhm.
so.
They
Yep.
home,
Mhm.
yeah. So I understand it. Yep, I
Yep.
get it.
And I'll say
Um,
this real quick. Sorry, once again, didn't mean to cut you off.
You good, man? Good.
Beal is listed as unlikely to play tonight,
Okay,
from
that's what I
Shams a
thought.
couple hours ago. So
Yeah,
we'll
that's
see
what I
how it
thought.
goes.
well, yeah. Well, there you go. So yeah, Bill probably not gonna play then. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my prediction though. I'm gonna still take the Suns. So to transition a little bit, let's talk about I guess conference seeding. If you want to
Mhm.
give me like a top 8ish, and kind of give me how you feel for I guess for each conference, just who you think were really even your play-in teams if you want to.
Yeah, I was about to say probably
Um
top 10.
yeah, because
Okay.
I forgot about the play-in. So yeah, if you want to just give us kind of let's start with the East.
Okay.
'Cause or actually let's start with the West since that's where we at tonight. So let's start with the West. So give me your top 10 if you
Okay.
got it.
Yeah. So I'll go from 10 to 1. Do it
Okay.
that way.
Okay, I like that.
And like I said in the beginning, I mean it's a crowded Western Conference. There's 12 teams that I could see making the playoffs, truthfully,
Yeah.
or making the play in. And I think the league's in a great place for it. I mean, I think that the competition in the NBA right now is great, and it's going to be
All-time
fun
high.
basketball.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll start off with 10. This also might be a hot take, but I'm sticking with it. I'm gonna have Dallas at the 10 seed. So they're
Okay.
low. That might be low for some, but I see them around that place. I don't see much on our roster right now outside of Kyrie and Luca.
Luka.
So their supporting cast I'm not as high on as a lot of people are.
Yeah.
I don't think that's crazy, by the way, but go ahead.
Oh, I don't either. I'm not even gonna hold you. That's where they was probably gonna be around there for me. They was playing.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Not mad at that.
Yeah. And 9, I got Minnesota. I got them sliding in that play-in again.
Okay.
I think with a healthy Cat this year, hopefully he stays healthy. He missed a lot of time last year with that calf strain. I think that they're going to be good. I see a bigger jump from Ant. I don't see the most improved potential that a lot of people are saying, because that means I'm really going to have to average 30 plus, and I don't really see that this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like him at 9. At 8, I got the Clippers. I see him getting in there, not as high as some, but I mean, the 65 games, for the what am I thinking? Like the All NBA, awards and stuff like that. I think that this is pre any kind of James Harden deal, for them, and then for Philly on the Eastern side. But yeah, I got LA at 8. I got the Kings at 7. I see them sliding quite a bit this year. They were super healthy last year up until the playoffs when De'Aaron Fox broke his finger. They were healthy for most of the year. They didn't make any changes really in the offseason besides bringing in Duarte from Indiana. And I'm not as high on Sabonis as a lot of people are, I don't think, in the league, even though he was all NBA, caliber all-star guy.
Mm-hmm.
I see, and this actually changed for me this week on my rankings, but I got Memphis coming in at 6, just because obviously Ja's missing that chunk of time at the beginning of the year. We don't really have to go into that. But then now with Steven Adams missing the entire season,
that's right.
That knee surgery,
Yeah.
Yep.
And then depending how long it takes Brandon Clark to come back. He came off that Achilles. He tore it last year. If not, they'll have to rely on Triple J a lot at the 5, which is fine, but they don't have a lot of size other than that. And him and Xavier Tillman, and I mean they might mess around and play Kenneth Lofton some, the big bucket down there in the G League. And at 5, I got the Pelicans. I got the Pelicans finishing up there.
Okay.
I'm banking on a healthy season for BI and Zion.
Yeah.
I really am. I like the team they got around. Then I got Golden State at 4th. Like I said, talking about the game tonight, you can never really count them out as long as they got that core there. 3, I got the Lakers. Like I mentioned earlier, I love what they got in their team right now. Great team around LeBron and AD. For 2, I got Phoenix. Like I said, I think they're going to shoot the lights out most nights. And then number 1, I got your boys. I got the Nuggets running that back at the top.
I like that. T, if you want to go next,
Okay.
I'm typing them all down. That's why I'm.
Okay, so that's a good list. We got some same ones on there. So at 10, I actually also as well have Dallas. I'm not really a believer in the whole Luka and Kyrie thing. I think they're pretty much the same player, to be honest with you. And both of them are ball handlers. They both need the ball a lot. So I have them at 10. At 9, I have Minnesota. I have Minnesota coming in at 9. I do like Anthony Edwards. I do think he's a really good player. I think that his development is going really well. I just don't trust Gobert and also Cat. Both of them have had injury problems. I think Cat missed a good bit of time last year with injuries. So I am a little bit concerned about that. Now, here's where things get tricky and where some people may disagree with me and some may not. I was hyping this team up yesterday. At 8, I have the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think they're making the playoffs this year, guys. I'm being straight up with you. I like that team. I think Shai Gilgeous Alexander is absolutely the truth. You add Chet Holmgren to what they already have, and I'm telling you now, I think that OKC could win like 42, 45 games. Like, I could really see that for them. So I have them coming in at 8, then at 7. So I feel like from like 7 to like 4, all these teams can be switched around and whatever, and I would kind of understand it.
Mm-hmm.
So at 7, I have the Memphis Grizzlies. I like Memphis. I think because what you just said, just the fact that Ja's going to be out for what, 20, 25 games?
25,
the first chunk of the season. I mean, again, they've played well without Ja, but again, he's still the vocal point of that team. You have to have him on there. Like, that's just how that goes. So I would have them at 7. Then
can I cut in real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So with Memphis, I think, like you said, seeing how they play without him last year and prior, I think that them losing Tyus Jones is going to be a big part of that.
Yeah.
And then seeing how Marcus Smart can slide in and take over that responsibility till he gets back.
Yeah. That too. No, you're right. And you got to think about it. They added Derrick Rose as well.
Yeah.
Like, I know he's not amazing, but like, he's still a good role player.
100%.
I didn't even know they added. They added Derrick Rose.
Yeah. So they have depth, but I don't see that team being where they're normally at, like 3-2. I just don't see them up there. So then at 6, I have the LA Clippers. I think the LA Clippers, the thing about them, it all revolves around health. If they can stay healthy, this team can win 50 games. But the point is, they can never stay healthy. I would like to see some of those young guys develop a little bit more, like your guy Bones Highland, guys like that. I would like to see them kind of develop a little bit more. But I think the Clippers, if they can stay healthy, always the key word with this team, they can be there. Then at 5, I have the New Orleans Pelicans. Pretty much same story. If they can stay healthy, like, I think a lot of people clown on Zion, but when Zion Williamson plays, he's good. He's really, really good when he plays. Like, he's dominant. Like a top 15, top 20 player when he plays. But that's the thing. It's when he plays. So I think if Zion can stay healthy, this team could make a serious push. I like CJ McCollum. I know Cam ain't the biggest fan of CJ McCollum. I like CJ McCollum. I mean, he's a really good player, and obviously BI. So I would put them at 5. Then at 4, I put the LA Lakers. Like y'all said earlier, I like what the Lakers have added. I like Christian Woods. I think that's a really underrated add that no one seems to be talking about like that. I really like Vanderbilt as well. He just got an extension, so I'm happy to see that. Gabe Vincent had a tremendous offseason this past year in the postseason with the Miami Heat. I think that's a great addition for them as well. Then at number 3, I'm never going to put this team low. I don't care. They have 2 of the top 5 greatest shooters of all time. That's the Golden State Warriors, you guys. I don't care what you say. As long as Steph and Clay is still in the mix, and Draymond being a top, I'll just say it. I think Draymond's a top 10 defender of all time. I'm going to be straight up with you. I think he's a top 10 defender of all time. I think at that point, this team is bound to win 50 games every single year if they keep that core together until they obviously like get old and start falling. But I'm going to put them at 3. Then at 2, I put the team that plays tonight, the Suns. I think the Suns are going to be, like I said, offensive power is going to be there. They're going to be electric. But again, depth and defense. That was the 2 things I was worried about them in the playoffs last year. I'm still worried about the same 2 things. Now, I know they did get some depth back, but I'm still a little worried. With the Ayton trade, I know they got a few guys in that trade when they traded Ayton, and I think he was a part of the Damian Lillard trade. I don't know. He was a part of one of those trades. But they did get a little bit of depth, but I'm still concerned about their depth. I get the 3 players. They're amazing. Bill, KD, and also as well Booker. We know that. But behind them is where I get concerned. Then at 2, at number 1, it's your Nuggets. I think right now they have the greatest player in the game right now, the best player in the game. And we'll talk about that in a few minutes. I already gave up one of my picks. Number 1, I got Jokic. He's the best player in the game. And like Thomas said, those rookies like Strasser or Julius Strasser, that kid is good, bro. Like, I'm like, I seen him playing in the preseason, and I seen him playing in I think it was Summer League. And I was like, Nuggets did it again. They got another guy late in the draft, and he looks amazing. Like, they're kind of similar. They remind me a lot of what the Ravens used to kind of be in football. Like, they always draft the right guys. They always make the right decisions. Like the Nuggets. I just think this team has the talent, has the depth. That they are going to miss Bruce Brown. They're going to miss that, product and what he brought. But I think the Nuggets are still the best team in the league. They got the best player in the league, and I think they have a good chance of really running this thing back because, like Thomas said, their whole team is pretty freaking young, bro.
Yeah.
Like they might win another ring, like maybe not this year, but definitely
Well,
like
hopefully
soon because they're so young, and if they keep that core together, they'll be fine. But that
Yeah.
is my top 10 in the West.
I like that. T, I do want to ask you
Yep.
before we move on. You left a certain team off, and I'm surprised that you kind of did.
Who?
The Kings.
I'm gonna be honest. It goes back to what I think Thomas kind of touched on it. I think they blossomed a little early. I'm gonna be honest. I think they blossomed early. I like De'Aaron Fox, but let's be real. Malik Monk last year was playing absolutely out of his mind, especially towards the end of the season. Can we expect that again? Let's be honest. Even Kevin Huerter stepped up for them a lot. I know he was good in Atlanta when he was here, but he wasn't as good as he was with the Kings last year. I'm gonna be honest. I think the Kings regress, in my personal opinion. So how y'all feel about the Kings is how I feel about OKC. Like I feel like OKC is the team that's up and coming. They have the weapons. They have the draft capital. It's crazy that they got. I think this team and what Sam Presti has built is only going to get better. So that's why for me, I think the Kings could be good as well. I just don't. I don't think they get back to the playoffs this year, guys. That's just my opinion.
And so I'll start my list off. I got Dallas at 10 as well. Same reason. Really, the only reason why I have them even this high is because they have Luka. That's it.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's literally it. I ain't got nothing else to say about them. At 9. So this is tough because I'm with you, T. Like I actually think OKC is in the mix this year. They was almost in the mix last year.
Yeah.
So I have them in the mix this year. I'm gonna put the Kings at 9. And I'm gonna put OKC at 8.
Not mad at that.
And so for me, that actually leaves the Minnesota Timberwolves out the picture this year. And again, it's tough because they honestly, I liked what I seen from them against the Nuggets. I know we won in 5, but Ant looked very good in the playoffs. I think he's personally, I got him as a top 20 player. I think I got him probably top 15ish. And I just think, I think it's just him. I think Cat is good too, but I don't have them better than OKC, the Kings, or Dallas. And Dallas is, like I said, solely because of Luka. So at 7, I'm gonna go with the Pelicans here. So I think the Pelicans, and I'm not trying to talk about like injuries because I don't think they're going into the season hurt, but it's kind of like the same thing with the Clippers, like you said. This is the same, the same deal year in and year out. We're used to this by now. I'm not saying I hope it doesn't happen, but like T said, it might mess around and just be CJ McCollum. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not good enough for me. At 6, right above them, I'm gonna put the Clippers. I'm gonna put Memphis right here. Right here. And this is only because Ja missing 25 games. I think when Ja comes back, they're gonna be solid. They probably gonna have one of the better records in the West, from his return date forward. But I think these first 25 games, I think all the other teams that I'm about to say is gonna be a little bit better. So at 5, I got the Clippers, and now this might be a little high, but ultimately, I think Ty Lue is one of the better head coaches in the game. And I done opened up the wrong app. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, let me close that real quick. But ultimately, I think Ty Lue is one of the better coaches in the game. They got solid depth. But ultimately, if Kawhi Leonard and Paul George stay healthy, man, look out for them boys. And this is something that we say year in and year out. But unfortunately, injuries have really killed them. But moving on to 4. So I also have the Lakers here. And I think the Lakers are a really good squad. Like Thomas said, this is probably the best team that LeBron has had since he's left Miami. And I think ultimately, hopefully, if Anthony Davis, if he can stay healthy, the Lakers probably should. They can go really far this year. At 3, excuse me, Golden State. Pretty much the same thing T said. The Warriors are just Kurt, Steph, Clay, and Draymond. I mean, that's a crazy trio. Probably the best trio in NBA history. At least one of them. They probably, would you say, maybe second best? Jordan,
Yeah.
Pippen, and
They up there
yeah,
for sure.
Rodman. They up there, man.
Mhm.
So I like them. And then at 2, I'm gonna have Phoenix. And then at 1, I got the Nuggets, of course. But yeah, pretty much the same thing though. We all got the same pretty much top 4: Nuggets, Phoenix, Lakers, and Golden State.
Mhm.
And like you said, Phoenix, their main thing is depth. But I mean, God, when you got Book and KD, and then you add Bradley Beal to that,
Yeah.
it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be
It
a
is
tough
gonna be
out.
tough.
That's gonna be a tough out. So let's move on to. So that was the West. Real
Mhm.
quick, let's move on to the East if we can. Let's see, Western Conference. I'm typing all this down, by the way.
Well,
So
you can go ahead, Thomas. You go first. How do you
Yeah.
feel about the East? List out your teams. I guess you could do the same from 10 all the way down to 1.
Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. I want to start like we talked about before we got started on here. My Magic. I love what they're doing down in Orlando. I don't see them making the play-in tournament. I see a lot of people, mocking them, maybe sliding into that 10 seed. I think they're a year away.
Yeah.
I really do. I think next year they can make some noise. I just want to go ahead and get that out of the way. So at 10, I actually have Chicago.
Ooh. Okay.
And I'm not confident in that pick. I'll just say it right now.
Wow.
I'm not. I don't. There's so much parity in both conferences. Really, I mean, it's so you can swap so many. Everybody from pretty much 4 to 8 or 9. It seems like you
Yeah.
can switch it around.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to be upset about it. But I do see Chicago sliding into 10. I could see them getting rid of DeMar at some point this year. Finally, I think they could have capitalized on him big time, trading him last year or the year before.
Yeah.
But with him being a free agent at the end of the year, I think they need to do something. I don't see him re-signing there long term. I think with them missing Lonzo, I mean, I am super high on Lonzo Ball. I've been a fan of Lonzo since Chino Hills.
Me too.
Yeah.
But
Same.
I think since they don't have him, they got to rely, Kobe White, Audi Sumu, Alex Caruso. They picked up Jalen Carter from Milwaukee, who, collectively they're not what Lonzo was or was on track to be.
Mm-hmm.
At 9, I have the Toronto Raptors. There's a little asterisk by this. It really depends on how they handle the trade deadline.
Yeah.
If they get rid of Siakam, if they get rid of OG, who are both free agents at the end of the year, that's why I got them at 9. I assume they're going to be there. That's why I got them there.
Okay.
At 8, this might be a little dicey. I got Miami. They're always kind of hanging around low. They were the 8 seed last year, or they ended up being the 8 seed. Going into the playoffs, beating Milwaukee. But losing Gabe Vincent, losing Max Strus, I think those are 2 big guys. So an aging Kyle Lowry. It's just I don't know. I know Jimmy is elite, Bam is elite, but I see him coming in at 8. A big riser, and I think a lot of people in the NBA community would agree, is Indiana. I got them coming in at 7.
He took mine.
Yeah.
I was thinking I was gonna come in here with some basketball knowledge. I was just saying I think Indiana makes the playoffs this year. I was literally like, that's crazy. Go ahead though.
No, yeah, I agree 100%. With Halliburton, Miles Turner, you got Bruce Brown. Now you still got Buddy Hield coming in, who could be in trade talks all year. They just picked up Obi Toppin. They got Benedict Mathurin coming in off a good year last year as a rookie. I like what they're doing. I think if they stay healthy, especially Halliburton at the top of the running the show, if they stay healthy, I can see him getting 7. At 6, I got y'all hometown team right now, the Hawks. I got them sliding in at 6. I think Trey and DeJounte. I was just talking to one of my buddies yesterday about the Hawks being so back and forth on them. I mean, they got a full year of Quinn Snyder. I think it's going to be huge for them and Trey. I think getting Trey a year with DeJounte Murray to get acclimated to that. A lot of people saying he was having a down year last year. There were so many changes that I don't see it that way. Getting rid of John Collins finally. I think it's going to be big for the development of Jalen Johnson, big for Sadiq Bey, DeAndre Hunter. They just extended Onyeka Okongwu, so that's huge for y'all too. But I see him coming in at 6. At 5, I got Philly. And I think that's even if they trade or if they don't trade James Harden. I got him pretty much in the same spot.
Yeah.
I think that he's going to take a backseat to Tyrese Maxey, and I'll go in a little bit about that later. I think even if it ain't intentional, Nick Nurse is gonna force feed Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah.
I saw a stat the other day that with Harden off the court, Tyrese Maxey had the highest pick and roll rating, or the second highest pick and roll rating of anybody in the league with Harden off the court. So I think they're going to take advantage of that and have him be at the 5. I got Cleveland at the 4 spot. I think adding to what they already had, which was a crazy top 4, Garland, Spida, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. I think adding guys like George Niang from Philly and Max Strus from Miami, I think that's good gets for them. They got, who everybody seems to kind of have that same Cam Reddish mindset on, Amani Bates in the second round. We'll see what he can do. He seems like he's been around for 15 years, even though he's just getting there.
Yeah.
I've been hearing about this kid since he was in high school, man.
Facts. It seems like damn middle school is what it seems like.
Right.
No, for real. It's been a long time.
It's been a minute, man. Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. And it's crazy to think because he only 19 somehow, but like
right.
Yeah.
And then I got the Knicks coming in at 3. I think that's a lot of people have them around that 4, 5, 6 range. I got them coming in at 3. I really like what they're doing there in New York with Jalen Brunson. I got Milwaukee with Giannis and Dame at the 2 seed. Ooh. And then I got the Boston Celtics topping the charts to the East.
Okay. That's a pretty good list, man. So we got a lot of similarities on here. Just a few things flip-flop. So at 10, I have the Toronto Raptors. Pretty much same thing as you said. It really depends on a lot of what they do at the trade deadline. Like we've heard names like, Pascal Siakam being possibly moved. So a lot of that's going to depend on that. So I do have them at 10. I don't have the Bulls making it at all. I have them.
I'm not mad at that.
It's complete. I have them at off the list because I just feel like DeMar is a good player. And even Vukic, he's a good player. But again, I feel like they played basketball back in 2018. Like they have not evolved into the 2023 game. Like DeMar is a great mid-range shooter. That's what he does. That's what he's known for. And Vucic is kind of similar as well. Like both of them, and he's kind of a back to the basket type of center. Those days, no offense, are Jover. So that's why I have them at 11 off the board. So at 10, I have the Raptors. At 9, I actually have the Charlotte Hornets. I think if they're able to get Miles Bridges, just hear me out. I think if they're able to get Miles Bridges back, I don't care for the player off the court, but we're keeping it on the court right now. If they can get Miles Bridges back, I think a lot of people don't talk about how good Mark Williams is. Mark Williams has a lot of talent. Now, granted, I know they picked Jalen. They were supposed to get Jalen Duren, I think, in that trade, and they didn't take him. They took Mark Williams instead. Again, they might be debating that going forward. I think Jalen Duren is a freaking bucket. He's really good. I think Mark Williams can be just as good and just as effective, especially on the boards, and he has a lot of hustle in him too. LaMelo Ball, he has to take that next step to be a superstar in this league. Offensively, not worried about LaMelo Ball at all. It's about that defense. He has to at least be like average on the. If he becomes average at defense, the Hornets will take a better step, and he will take a better step in his development. Steve Clifford is known as a defensive coach. Maybe he can get him to that point. Last year he was hurt a lot, but maybe he can get him to that point. So at 8, I have the Indiana Pacers. I was surprised you said them. I was like, hopefully don't nobody think of them, but I really like what they got. Tyler Halliburton is one of the best point guards in the game right now that seemingly nobody talks about, seems like. Miles Turner, I know he's in trade talks every year, seems like for the past 7 years. He's a really good player. He's a really sound player, and I like him a lot. Matherton is who y'all really need to take y'all thoughts on and think about. This guy is going to take the next step. You've seen a little bit last year towards the end of the season. He just kept improving, kept getting better. Matherton, I think he's going to be pretty good. Then after that, at 7, I have the New York Knicks. Now, I know New York Knicks were, I think, at 6 last year. Julius Randle, I still feel like it's a liability, in my opinion. Now, let's see what they do. I know it was an article that came out today talking about they think about trading him or Mitchell Robinson, whatever the case may be. But they still have a pretty good core. I think Jalen Brunson's a really good player. He played a little above his head last year. I don't think he'll be that good again this year, just to be honest. But I would like to see RJ Barrett take another step in his development as well, because he's just kind of like just a guy at this point. To me, I feel like he needs to take a next step in his development. Next, we have our Atlanta Hawks, my team. Again, this team I'm always going to expect to get 44 wins, somewhere in that ballpark, because Trae Young is super talented. I know he gets a lot of slander, but this guy is I like him. I think he's good. The only thing is we need the surrounding parties to step up a little bit. Again, like you said, I think Thomas hit it on the nail. Last year, it was a real adjustment between him and DeJounte Murray. This year, maybe the chemistry is built a little bit better. I would like to see Onyeka Okongwu. He just got paid. I would like to see him playing a little bit more than Clint Capella at this point, to be honest.
100%. 100%.
So I would like to see that more as well. I would like to see the Jalen Johnson from Duke. I would like to see him come up and play more, which now with John Collins being gone, he can do that. So I'm excited about the Hawks. I would even like Sadiq Bey even as well to keep getting play time. I think he's doing a really good job. Then at 5, I have the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pretty much some of the same things Thomas said. I'm a big I really like what's my guy name? Mobley. Evan Mobley. I feel like Mobley doesn't get a lot of praise either, but I really like him. I think he's a really good player, and if he can take that next step in his development, we already know the guard tandem of Garland and Spider. They're gonna be good. I'm not even worried about them. Yeah. I think I'm more so worried about Mobley. Like if Mobley can continue to develop, I like their chances a lot, because he's a really good defensive presence as well as a rim protector, and he can shoot from the perimeter, being that big. So you got to put that into play as well. Then at 4, we talk about the Sixers. Kind of same thing that Thomas said. I'm still a little leery about what they're going to do about the James Harden situation. There was some report that came out today that said his mom is ill. Prayers up to her. I don't know what the situation is. I know he wants out. There's just a lot going on with that situation. So, again, I just think they probably won't be up there. Now, I know a lot of people are low on this team right now. I still have the Miami Heat at number 3. I think, and the reason I'm going to tell you why I think the Miami Heat are still at 3. They just find ways, dog. Every single year, it don't matter what's on that roster, they find a way to at least be good. They're very similar to like the Pittsburgh Steelers in the NFL. The Heat always find a way to at least be decent. I think they'll be good again this year. I like Jimmy Butler. Obviously, he's a good player. Bam Adebayo, I just like for him to be a little bit more aggressive, in my personal opinion. But he's a really good player. Tyler Hero, brother, you got to show me something, because them folks pretty much said they didn't train for Dame Lillard pretty much because
of you.
Yeah. So Hero really got to show up this year, bro.
Him and Jovic.
I would ship them out immediately. He has to be able to show up. So I have the Heat at number 3. At the 2 and 1, you can really flip-flop it around, and I'm not mad at you. I have the Celtics. Obvious reasons. They've been in the Eastern Conference Finals almost every other year for the last couple of years. I mean, this is a really good team. They have 2 really good players, and they've built their roster even more. Now they add Drew Holiday. I mean, actually, you know what? I'm going to switch here live. I'm going to switch here on live. I'm putting Bucks at 2. Because the more I'm thinking about it, I'm putting the Celtics at number 1. They're just so loaded offensively, and also as well, their roster is built so well and is built to win. Listen to the starting 5, bro, for the Celtics. You have Drew Holiday at the 1. You have Jaylen Brown at the 2. At the 3, with Tatum play at the 3 or the 4? Because I know he
plays 3. It depends how they want to run it. It depends if they want to go big or they want to go small.
Right. So if let's just say they go big. Let's say they go big. Let's say they go small, actually. That would be going big. So let's just say Tatum at the 3. They got Robert Williams at the 5. Who's the other?
They traded Robert Williams.
Robert Williams gone.
Oh, Robert Williams gone. Okay. Yeah. Let me start.
I agree. They have 6 starters. Really,
they have 6 exactly.
Drew, Derek White,
who am I?
KP.
Listen. So they got JB, right?
Yep.
They got Tatum, right? They got KP, right?
Yeah.
They got What's
Drew
that
Holiday.
boy name? Who?
Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday, right.
And
then
they
who's
got Derek White.
Derek White. That's who I was forgetting. Derek White. That's a loaded lineup, bro. That's four potential. I'll just say it. That's four potential like all-stars, bro. Like, straight up.
Yeah. And they still got Al Horford, right? He's still
he's still on the bench. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's a loaded squad. Actually, I'm gonna put them over the Bucks, and I'm gonna put Bucks at number 2. Thomas, man, I got to think about it. I said, hold on, that roster kind of loaded. I even like the Peyton Pritchard kid. The Peyton Pritchard kid guy. He's a good player too. So I would go ahead and say, and just to give a quick synopsis about Milwaukee, and I'll let you go, Cam. Milwaukee, obviously, we know loaded team, Dame and Greek Freak. That pick and roll is going to be a cinema between them two. I mean, people are going to enjoy that. So I would put them at 2. But the Celtics roster is just too loaded for me. I thought about it. I got to put them at 1. I'm sorry. But go ahead, Cam.
Yeah, no problem. So I think maybe it's just me. Maybe my ball knowledge just low, because for me, I actually had the Brooklyn Nets making it, bro.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at. They got some young pieces. They got Cam. What's his name? Cameron Thomas. Who else?
I like
the boy that used to play at UNC. What's his name? Puff Johnson brother.
Cam
Johnson.
Cam Johnson. Yeah, him. Yeah, they got some guys.
Mm-hmm. I like Mikal Bridges.
Mikal Bridges.
I think Mikal Bridges is one of the most. Obviously, he's one of the most underrated players now. But I think Mikal Bridges is a budding superstar.
Yeah.
So serious when I say this.
I agree.
This man,
not crazy.
Like, we knew he was good when he was in Phoenix. Like, we really knew he was a solid starter. But now this brother is probably gonna make the All-Star game this year. Yeah. Might mess around and be a starter.
He's gonna be a 24-8 and like
he going more than that.
There's nobody else there.
He going more than that. He got a chance to score 28 or 29 this year.
Yeah, no, that's facts. I agree.
Yeah. He averaged 26 when he came over after the deadline last year.
Easily. I think Mikal Bridges is gonna put the Nets in the play-in picture.
Not mad at that.
I also agree with T. I know I said woo, but I also agree with you. I got the Pacers at 9. But I know I said woo, but I guess he got them higher than both of y'all. Then I got the Hornets at 8. If they stay healthier and everything. I actually don't think that's a bad take the more I think about it, because it's all about health for them. Kind of the same with the Pelicans and the Clippers. Now, are they a loaded squad? No, absolutely not. But I think LaMelo Ball is special. I think, like you said, Mark Williams is also special. And then you add, you got Terry Rozier still. You got Bridges coming back. But who am I missing, bro?
You got
PJ
Hayward. They still got
Washington.
Gordon Hayward, PJ Miller, the rookie. Yeah. I think they got a little something special brewing there. They just gotta get everybody head straight and that's the only thing they missing.
They need more of a veteran presence too. Seems like it's just like, not trying to even be funny. It's just too much negativity going on with the Hornets. Like, I look up every day, somebody got kicked off the team. Somebody look like they acting like they off drugs. Somebody done knocked up their baby mama. Like, it's just like every day is something new with them off the court. Like, the Hornets need some type of veteran presence that's gonna be like, all right, bro, we ain't doing that. Like, I ain't gonna lie, people gonna laugh at this, but a guy similar to maybe Patrick Beverly that's like, all right, bro, we sticking to what's on the basketball court. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they need somebody like that, bro, to me, in my opinion. But go ahead, Cam. I'm sorry.
No, you good. I agree. They just need to, they just add a veteran presence or somebody with some sense. I agree. I'll go Raptors at 7. And I just think, like Thomas said, if they keep OG and Pascal Siakam, I think they'll be all right. But they ain't making no noise though, really. These bottom 4 teams, they kind of just in the mix because they got a special player or two. You know what I'm saying? I think the Pacers, really, I could probably slide the Pacers up to 7 to be real with you, and swap. Actually, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the same thing you
Hey,
did.
I about to say I had to make a change live,
Yeah,
brother.
I'm
Don't
gonna do the
feel
same
bad.
thing you did. I'm swapping the Pacers and the Raptors. So I got the Raptors at 9, the Pacers at 7 now. I like that a little bit better. Like you said, the Pacers, Buddy Hield, Benny coming off the bench, my boy Halliburton, and then obviously Miles Turner and Trey Songz year in and year out is crazy, but they got a nice little squad, man. 6. T, I got to do it to you, man. I'm gonna go with your Hawks. That's where y'all put them too. Man, it's really nothing against the Hawks. I just think all these teams that are ahead of them, I think they just a little bit better.
Yeah.
Personally. And the Hawks, they just still missing something.
Yeah,
like,
they are. No, that's facts.
I agree.
They are. They missing something.
It's something, and I don't know what it is. Clint Capella is a nice big, but they missing like and this is my opinion. I feel like a guy like, I know he's the best player in the world, but like I feel like a guy like Jokic would take the Hawks to that next level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they need somebody like that.
No, I agree.
Team.
Yeah, he would take the Wizards to the next level. Come on.
Yeah,
now.
that's true. That's true. But it just somebody like that. I mean, even Vucevic from the Bulls, like somebody, Brooke Lopez, even. I mean, somebody would just make them just a better squad. I hated how they let Herter go. To be honest with you, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, Hawks at 6, 5. I got Philadelphia 76ers. And ultimately, this is kind of, for me, it's just kind of banks on whether or not James Harden is there or not. And I'm thinking that he's not going to be there. So that's why I got them as low as 5. But they're still a solid squad. They're still going to be, a second round team at least, I think. But, it is what it is for them. At 4, I got the Miami Heat. And the only reason why I got them this high, this high, is because, actually, no. Scratch that. 4, I'm going to have the 76ers. 5, I'm going to have the Heat. And the only reason why I got them this high is because, like T said, they always find a way just to be in the mix. But to be honest with you, I don't think they had a good – actually, they had – in my opinion, I think they had a terrible offseason.
Agreed.
In my opinion. I just hate how they missed out on Dame.
Yeah.
And I hate how
they're
banking. That's what I said. And a lot of Heat fans was kind of saying that, I was kind of, bashing them, but it really wasn't. Yeah. I mean, they was banking on either Dame or his bust, and they busted. Like they, in my opinion,
Bill came out the other day ago and said he wanted to play there as well.
Yeah.
Bradley Bill.
Bradley Bill. Yeah. And it's like, I mean, you lost out on Dame, you lost out on Bill. Don't get me wrong. I'm super high on Bam Adebayo. In my opinion, he's right outside the top 10. That's where I got him. But I just think that I don't really believe in Tyler Hero like that to take them to the next level. Yeah. I think he's put them in the 5th seed. And then they say that Jovic kid is also another guy that they banking on. I just haven't seen much of him, so I couldn't really tell you. But so that's why I got the Heat there. And then at 4, I got the 76ers. They got the reigning MVP. And then Tyrese Maxey, like you said, they've been talking all offseason. Nick Nurse, no matter if Harden is there or not, Tyrese Maxey he gonna get a lot of offense this year. So so we know that for sure. At 3, Cleveland. Wait a minute. No. I done messed up. I messed up.
Nah, you can't say that. You can't say Cleveland and it'd be messing up now. Hold on.
They at 3, but I done messed up because I'm gonna have to slide everybody down.
Okay.
I'm taking. Knicks. Yeah, I forgot the Knicks. That's the problem. I knew I was forgetting somebody when I was making this list. That's why I was looking. I'm taking the Raptors out. I had them at 9. I'm taking them out, bro.
Okay.
Cool with that.
Because I believe in the Nets for sure. I'm taking the Raptors out. So let me start over real quick. I'm gonna run through it. Nets at 10, Hornets at 9, Indiana at 8. It's gonna be Hawks at 7. It's gonna be Miami at 6. It's gonna be 76ers at 5. The Knicks at 4. I'm high.
You putting the Knicks at 4?
I got him at 3.
He got him at 3. I'm high on the Knicks.
Ooh,
yeah, man.
Y'all love the Knicks.
I'm high on the Knicks, bro. I like Brunson, man. I think Jalen Brunson a dog. I'm not
So
gonna.
you think he gonna do what he did last year again?
Yes. And the reason and the thing about it, T, when he left,
Ooh,
when he
y'all
was with
high
the
on the Knicks.
Mavericks, but you gotta, but I look at it as pluses. I always say basketball is a game of pluses and minuses. You know what I'm saying? When he was on the Mavericks, they was plus. As soon as he left, they dropped out the playoff picture, and they added Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying, to
Well, I
the
think that's
team,
because
and even fell even further.
But I think so. Before you jump back in your list, I'm gonna keep it quick because I know we're getting late. But the only reason I disagree with that is because Jalen Brunson is a different type of player than what Kyrie is, right? So I think we know that both Kyrie and Luka both are heavy. Like, I gotta have the ball in my hand 60-70% of the game. Brunson is he's a ball handler, but he also knows how to distribute as well, a little bit more than Kyrie does. So I think that's the difference for me, at least. I just don't see y'all really are high on the Knicks. I just don't see it. Maybe y'all teaching me something. Maybe we'll see, but I don't have them higher than 7 on my board. 6, I think them and the Hawks you could flip, so I can see them getting to like 6.
Yeah,
but
they've been flipping the last
think,
2 years.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I can't see them at like 4 or 3. I can't.
I think they good, bro. I mean, and again, this is just kind of regular season seeding. I'm not saying that they gonna make a push for the Eastern
100%.
They trade because I know it was a rumor talking about they might trade for Joel Embiid. So like if they do that, I'm with y'all.
Okay, so they do that. Okay, if they do that, then I might put them a little higher.
But again, because of Julius Randle being an absolute liability, for me at least, and really Barrett too. Like Barrett is so inconsistent. With those two there, I just can't see that team winning more than like 48 games, 49 games. Like how many wins they got last year? Had to be like in that same area. Probably
something close to it, yeah.
Yeah, like 4. I just can't see them. And I like Jalen Brunson. He had a career year last year. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's doing that shit again, bro. I'm gonna be flat out with you.
Where was they at last year?
So last year they were at 5, right?
Yeah, they were 5.
Yeah.
Who was that 4? 70, 76 was that 4 or was that 3?
I think it was
Cleveland was at 4.
Cleveland was at because they played Cleveland in the first series, right? Yeah. So Cleveland was at 4. But yeah, go ahead though, Cam. My bad. I'm sorry. No, I just don't see it with the Knicks though.
But regardless, I mean, again, I think the Knicks, man. I like Brunson, bro. So that's why I got him at 4. And honestly, I kind of rock with Julius Randle, even though he inconsistent. I kind of rock with him too. Not gonna hold you, but so at 3, Cleveland. This is for you. So at 3, I got Cleveland, man. I think Cleveland raw. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Cleveland. Now y'all know how I feel about Donovan Mitchell. That's my dude. I'm not gonna hold you. I like Donovan Mitchell. I like him for real. I like Garland. Mobley is a good player. So I got Cleveland at 3. At 2, I'm rocking with y'all. I got Milwaukee, and then at 1, I got the Celtics. So let's move on real quick if we can. Let's try to get this in real quick. I wanted to get y'all's top 10 NBA players, if that's cool with y'all.
Yep, I already got my list ready. Thomas, you can go first, man.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go kind of quick here because we're getting a little short on time. I got 10, I got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. 9, I got Jimmy Butler. 8, I got AD. 7, I got D-Book. 6, I got Bron. I hate to say he's at 6, but I think he's at 6. KD at 5. Steph at 4. Luka 3. Giannis 2. Jokic 1.
Woo! Hey, hold on.
Oh,
run that. No. Hold on, T. No. Run that back to me just one more again because I'm
yeah.
At 10, you had Shea.
Yeah, I got SGA. 9, I got Jimmy Butler.
Okay, Jimmy.
Okay. 8, I got AD.
Okay.
All right. 7, I got D-Book.
Okay. 6, you got Bron.
6,
5,
I got Bron.
KD. 4, Luka.
4, I got Steph.
Oh, 4, you got Steph. Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Yep. 3, I got Luka.
Okay.
2, I got Giannis. And 1, I got.
Damn, you know what I'm about to say.
Hold on, bro.
Let me tell you, I'm sure you're about to rip apart Luka at 3.
No.
Okay. I don't really. I mean, I disagree, but I'm not ripping that apart.
It's the
That
person
ain't what
you
I'm-
missing that I'm tripping on.
Am
He
I missing
missing
somebody
two.
big? I might be. Hold
He
on. Go
missing
ahead.
two. He missing two.
Oh
I'm not gonna
shit!
hold
Wait. Hold on.
Yeah.
I forgot Embiid in there.
you.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I was just
Yeah.
writing this as y'all were talking earlier. That's what it
No,
is.
you
Hold
good.
on.
You
good.
good.
You
That's
good.
why I had to make sure you was straight.
Okay. Hold on. Yeah. I'm missing Embiid, and who's the other guy I'm missing? You said it's two.
Shoot,
The
you
dude
said
in Boston.
and yeah, and Tatum. If I don't know
What
if he's
is
there
that
for
one?
you, but-
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
but
That's
my
on
face
me.
right.
That's
I'm
on
like,
me.
oh
That's
no,
on me.
oh no.
Okay. So let me slide that in
No.
real quick, man. Like
But
I
if
said, I
that's
was
your-
writing it down. You sprung that top 10 on me out of nowhere. I was trying to pull them out of hat.
Bro, you
All right. My bad. So I'll go down in order now. I'll say Jokic at 1, Giannis at 2, Embiid 3, Luka 4,
Okay.
Steph 5, Tatum 6, Bron 7,
Wow. Okay.
Book 8, AD 9, and I'll say Jimmy Butler at 10.
Wait a minute. Now you left somebody else out again.
Who did I leave out that time?
You left out Kevin Durant. I don't know if you want to.
Did I?
Yeah. So you said Jokic, Giannis, Embiid, Luka, Steph, Tatum. Then you said Bron, but before you had KD over Bron.
Yeah.
So do you want to put KD at 7?
KD over Bron.
Okay,
Slide,
KD
and
at
then
7.
I guess slide out Jimmy to
Butler.
11.
Yeah, Butler.
Bron. So
Ain't
Bron
gonna
at 8.
lie, Butler not in my top 10. I'll go ahead and give you mine then.
Hold on. Bron at 8. Who you said it was at 9?
You got Booker on there?
No, so
Or
you
AD?
got Book. Oh, you might have 8. I don't know. You got Booker AD at 9 and 10. Is Book at 9, AD at 10, or swap them?
I'll say Booker and then AD.
Okay, Book at 9,
Man, I was
AD
sleeping.
at 10.
Boy.
So
That's a long
Jokic,
day at work.
Giannis.
That's what a long day at work will do.
I know it.
Okay, so Jokic, Giannis, Embiid, Luka, Steph, Tatum, KD, Bron, Book, AD.
I'm cool with that.
Oof.
Yeah, that's a good list.
Okay.
I like that list.
Okay.
So let me
I thought I know y'all were tripping. I didn't know what it was about for a second.
I'm glad we caught you, Vic. I was like, "Whoa, hold on now."
Facts, yeah. No, I appreciate that.
But I wasn't even gonna be mad at him if he did it. That's why I said woo. Because go ahead, T. Hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna do mine. So the two guys that are on the outside looking in is Anthony Davis and Jimmy Butler for me. At 10, I have Booker. I think Booker is really good. I think he's a really solid player. I mean, one of the better players in the league. He's a scoring machine. At 9, this is where things are gonna get hot. I got Shea Gilgeous Alexander. I don't care what y'all say. That dude is elite. He's a scoring bucket. He can do it all, bro. He can really be a triple-double threat for real, bro. Like, he's like that. I'm putting him at number 9. Then I'm putting LeBron James at 8. I hate to put him that low, but you know what I'm saying? He has stepped back a little bit. Still top 10 player, though, but he has stepped back. Then at 7, KD, kind of the same thing, still an elite player, but then again, he's coming back from the Achilles and all that. You know what I'm saying? I got to see what he's going to do tonight, so I am excited to see that. Then up next, I know y'all probably ain't going to agree with this. I got Luka at 6, bro. Until Luka showed me something in them big games and getting to the playoffs and all that, he's great and all that, but I need to see it in the big stages. I'm not seeing it yet in the big stages. I got Luka at 6. Then at 5, I got Tatum. Once again, Tatum has made it to those big stages, which is why I got him over Luka. Then I have Embiid. Embiid just won an MVP, had a great season last year. Injuries. Got to keep that bill of health well. At least try to play out of 82 games. Can you give me like 70, or 65, somewhere in that ballpark, and we'll be good. Steph at 3. I don't care what you say. This guy, what is the main objective in basketball? To get the ball in the hoop. He is the best shooter of all time. He's going top 3 for me. I think that year, that was the year before last, when they beat the Celtics in the finals, he showed me something different. He had that killer instinct in that series. So I got him at 3. Giannis, 2. I mean, enough said. This guy's an absolute freak. And then at 1, I got Jokic.
Yep. I rock with it, man. I rock with it. My list gonna be crazy compared to y'all, man. I'm not gonna hold you. Gonna hold you. At 10, I just cannot leave this guy out my top 10. I'm sorry. I got Jimmy Butler. I got Jimmy Butler at 10. All right. This man has been to the finals. What is that? Twice in the last 4 years.
4 years,
Carried them to the finals.
Backpack,
I cannot leave Jimmy out my top 10. I know he not gonna get you 30 in the regular season every night.
Yeah.
He's not gonna get you.
And that's why he didn't make my
rebounds.
list because he doesn't care about it.
I
You gotta have
I
a
can
mixture
respect
for
that.
me to care about the regular
I
season
can-
and preseason.
I can respect that.
Mhm.
I can
Yeah,
respect.
that's why he didn't make my list.
I can respect that. But see, for me, like you said with Luka, when the lights is brightest,
Oh, he gonna
get
show
it.
That
up.
boy shines.
Yeah,
That boy
he gonna
shines.
show up. I will
he
give
gonna
him
get
that.
it to you.
He gonna show
At
up.
9,
Right. Yeah.
at 9, I'm lower on this guy than both of y'all. I got Kevin Durant at 9. Y'all got him at 7. I got him at 9. KD is still a fantastic player. All these guys in the top 10, these are all fantastic players. I mean, they're great. Like these are like Thomas said, this is parity. This is an elite era of basketball that we watching. And we shouldn't take none of these guys for granted. So I got KD at 9. At 8, I got the LeBron James. Unfortunately for LeBron, I just think these other guys, he just getting a little old, bro. That's it. That's it, bro. That's really it. That's all I can say. But he still gets you 30, 38 and 8 at 40. Get you damn near 30 at damn near 40. All right, you feel me? At 7, I have Luka Doncic, and for the same reason, well, kind of the same reason, but just a similar reason as T. It's not that I haven't seen it when the lights are brightest because we absolutely have. It's just that the guys that I have ahead of him have either won MVP or have made it to the finals. At 6, I got Jason Tatum. All right. I like Tatum. I think he's a great player. Like you said, I just the guy that I have right ahead of him, y'all gonna look at me funny, but I don't care. I think this dude is absolutely a top 5 player in basketball. I think he's probably the most underrated superstar we have in the game. He's a scoring machine, like Tony said. I got Devin Booker as a top 5 NBA player. And truth be told, this is his team. Phoenix is his team. I don't think KD is the best.
I agree with that.
I think Devin Booker is the best player on Phoenix. I just look at what happened against the Nuggets. Book was going crazy, efficiently too, and he was playing defense. That's the thing that a lot of people say. He was locking. I ain't gonna say he was locking us down, but he was playing defense. And in them 2 games that we won, Book was going stupid. So I got Book at 5. 4, I got Joel Embiid, and honestly, he lucky he this high. But I gotta give him his credit for winning MVP last year, even though I wouldn't have gave it to him. He lucky he that high. That's all I gotta say about him. At 3, I got Steph, greatest shooter all time, still carrying squads, man. 2, I got Giannis, and number 1, I got Big Honey, Nikola Jokic. But yeah, that's where we at, man. That's where we at. I don't know if y'all want to do it real quick, but we can. If y'all want to give me y'all top 5 at each position, or if y'all just want to call it, it's up to y'all. Let me know.
I can give a quick. Let's do top. Let's make it quick because I know the game is about to kick off now, and I know you want to see your team. Let's do top 3 at each position. Let's do a quick top 3 at each position. Thomas, I'll let you go first. I haven't even wrote a list or anything, but I can about do it on top of my head.
I'm about to say this is going off the dome.
Yeah.
What position y'all want to start with? Point guard? We
start
with the 1.
Let's start at
the 1. Yeah. I'm not going to give too much breakdown because a lot of it we've already kind of said. I got Steph at 1, Luka 2, and I got Ja at 3.
I pretty much have the same. Let me really think that. No, I'm gonna switch it around.
No, you don't.
I have Steph at the 1, right? And then I have Luka 2. And I'm actually gonna put a guy that we didn't have on our top 10 list, but I'm actually gonna put. So I had Steph at 1, Luka at 2, and this is point guard. I thought we were just doing. This is just for point guard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I got Steph at 1, Luka at 2, and then I'm actually going to put Dame Lillard at 3.
I have him at 4 on mine, so I'm not mad at
that. Maybe I got my boy position messed up there. Let me double check.
Who you got?
I got Steph at 1. Oh, hell no. I got Steph. Hold on. Am I tripping, bro? Maybe I'm tripping.
Well, what's that?
Buddy. I got Steph at 1,
Yeah.
Luca at 2, and then I got your boy Shea at 3. Is he a
Yeah, I'm
shooting
not mad
guard?
at that.
Oh yeah. So does he consider himself a shooting guard or a point guard?
I thought he was a point. That's why
So
That's why.
yeah, I think technically on the roster he's listed as a point guard, but last year he played like 65% of the minutes at the 2 with
That's
Josh
why.
Giddey running the
That's
point.
why I thought he was. I thought he was.
But
Shooting.
Okay.
So
I'm
I
not.
mean, again,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
no
back
either
and
way.
forth.
I would probably put him for me at least because when I watched him, I mostly seen him playing 2.
Yeah.
So I didn't really.
Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead though. My bad.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay, so
He's a shooting guard, I guess.
I'll put him at a 2 then. I got Steph at 1, Luca at 2. I got Glitch Blue Arrow at 3, Jamal Murray.
I knew you were gonna. I thought you were gonna have him in the top 10. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, I wasn't gonna do
Oh.
top 10, but I got him at yeah, I got him at the I got him as the 3rd best point guard in the game right now. But
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. I keep
All
it.
right,
You
give
keep
me
it rolling
y'all-
into the shooting guards.
Yep.
Yep. Go to shooting guard. Yep.
Yep. So I got D Book, I got Donovan Mitchell, and I got Jaylen Brown. 1, 2, 3.
Yep. So for me, I actually have SGA is number
Okay.
1. Yeah. Then I have Booker, and then I have Jaylen Brown as well as my 3rd. Yep.
You say SGA, Book,
Yep.
and then Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna go Book, of course, at 1, 2. I'm gonna go Spider as well. Then I'm gonna go SGA at
Ain't mad at it.
at 3rd.
Yeah.
Give me your top 3 small forwards.
Yeah. So I'll go Bron 1, KD 2, and then I'll put Jimmy at 3. Just depending on. I'm gonna put Tatum in my 4, so I'm gonna put Jimmy at 3 there.
Okay. So Brian, KD, and Jimmy.
Yep.
Okay. So you got So you saying Tatum gonna play the 4 this year? Kristaps gonna play the 5.
Yep. That's what I'm gonna have him listed as.
Cool. T.
Okay. So quick question before I do my 3s. Is Anthony Edwards shooting, or is he a 2 or 3?
I had him at 2. I had him in my 4
Okay.
on my.
I just want to make sure before I go off. Okay. So for me at the 3, obviously I have LeBron number 1. Number 2, I am going to put hold on, no. Is Tatum a 4 or 3?
I'm putting him at 4.
So he gonna put him at a 4.
Okay, so we'll put Tatum at the 4. Okay. So I have LeBron at 1. At 2, I'm going. He gotta stay healthy though, bro. That's my problem with him. I want to go Kawhi at 2, low key. But he just gotta stay healthy. That's my main problem with that. But I'm gonna go Kawhi at 2, and then at 3, I'm going to go. You know what? Y'all ain't gonna like me for this, but I like this kid a lot. Maybe Is he a 3? Is Desmond Bain a 3?
No,
He plays all of the 2.
Okay, okay. I thought Desmond Bain was a 3. Maybe who did you have as your 3, Thomas?
You wildin', boy. God,
I had Bron, KD, and Jimmy Butler.
Oh, KD. So I thought KD was a 4.
That's the thing. It's so much positionless basketball right now.
It's
tricky.
Okay, let me start over. KD, actually, I have him over LeBron right now. So I got KD 1, LeBron 2, and then I'm gonna go Kawhi at 3.
I'm not mad at that.
Bro, that man, I can't believe you was about to put Desmond Bain over Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler plays the 3 too. See, that's why. Yeah. See, with Jimmy Butler, I consider him more like a shooting guard almost. It's like how they play him a little bit.
It's been a while. It's been a minute since he's been a 2. When he first came into the league, he was really he kind of was a 2.
Yeah.
But it's the wing, bro. It's the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wing,
with positionless basketball, it's kind of hard to tell what's
it's
what.
The same. Because technically, Devin Booker, I think they say he's gonna play point guard this year.
Exactly. And they have Bill listed as a point guard for them.
Yep.
So that's why I'm like, it's kind of confusing to tell, like what's what.
I'm gonna go Bron. So I got LeBron at 1, KD gonna be 2, Jimmy gonna be 3. And the only reason why Kawhi ain't like 2 or 3 is because of health. That's really all I can say about him. But shout out to Kawhi. I hope he get healthy for sure.
Thanks.
Let's
Okay,
go
give
to
me
the
y'all
first.
top. Now this is a position that's tough for me. Top 3 power
Mhm.
forwards. Because who is here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's so tricky. Just like we've been saying, everybody's positionless. But
Yeah.
I'm going to go Giannis. I'm going to put AD at the 4,
Okay,
and
yeah.
I'll go Tatum at the 4 too. So
Yeah.
1, 2.
So
Giannis, AD.
so I'm pretty much going the same thing, but I'm gonna flip the order. I'm going Giannis, Tatum, and then AD. Because I know AD doesn't like playing center, so I knew he was a 4.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he
I,
made
for-
that
I, ain't-
very clear.
I slick forgot about doggone AD. But you said who? Giannis, Tatum, and AD.
Yep. Giannis, Tatum, and AD. That's my order.
And then Thomas, you got Giannis, AD, and Tatum.
Yep.
And then so I got Giannis for sure. I guess technically since I had Tatum higher on my list, I'm gonna put Tatum at 2, and then I'm gonna put AD at 3.
Okay.
But they play. I mean, they all play so different, bro. I mean, it's hard. It's hard. All right, top 3 centers. I think we all got the same guy.
Yeah, number 1, unanimous. I think it's Jokic. Then it goes Embiid,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna have Bam at 3.
Yep, that's the same exact order I would have.
That's what mine is too. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Jokic, Embiid, Bam.
Yep.
Word.
Same exact order.
Yep. I think and then last, certainly not least, give me your finals. Give me your conference finals and finals predictions quickly.
Go ahead, Thomas.
Okay, yeah. So you said finals or both conference and
conference and then finals. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say Boston, and I'm gonna say New York. I'm gonna say the Knicks. I'm gonna have them making a crazy run. It ain't gonna be pretty.
Really are hyping the Knicks. I can't believe this.
I ain't confident in that. I'm not confident in it.
Yeah.
But it's more about I'm gonna have Boston going in to represent the East.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have Denver, and I'm gonna have the Lakers again. I think Phoenix gets upset early in the playoffs, and then once again I have Denver going back.
So Denver back to back. So you so finals is
Boston and
Denver. Okay, cool.
Yep. And I got Boston actually upsetting them in 7.
Boston Nuggets season 7.
I think the Celtics finally get over the hump with their new revamped roster. I think they'll pick up a big during the season, whether it be free agents or a little trade to get them some size next to KP, because somebody's got to try to guard Jokic.
Okay.
But yeah, I got
Boston.
Boston.
When you're ready, I'll go ahead and give mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So for the Eastern Conference Finals, I have Milwaukee and the Boston Celtics. They're 2 of the best teams, I think, in the NBA, really. And I actually have the Bucks getting over the Celtics in 7 games to get to the finals. And then on the West side, I actually have the Denver Nuggets and the Los Angeles Lakers. I think the Suns actually, just because of what I talked about earlier, the depth, I'm really concerned about that. So I actually have the Lakers and also as well the Nuggets going at it again in the finals, and I have the Nuggets getting back to the finals, which will give us a Nuggets versus Milwaukee's final. And I think Milwaukee wins it all this year. I have Milwaukee winning in 6.
So 4-2. So Bucks, Nuggets. All right, and then mine. Boston, never probably gonna pick against them again. I think they'll make it. And I'm gonna go Bucks. I think Freak Time coming with a vengeance. I'm not gonna hold you. I think Dame gonna play lights out. He always do in the playoffs, so I can't see them not making the conference finals. Western Conference, obviously I'm gonna go with the Nuggets. I'm also gonna go with the Lakers, man. I think it's gonna be a rematch. I think that's just the biggest billing this season, man. I would like to see that. And then I'm gonna go Nuggets and Bucks. Obviously, I'm taking the Nuggets. I'm gonna say in 7. So I'm gonna go Nuggets over Bucks in 7. So yeah. So we all got Boston making it. We all got Nuggets and Lakers making it, and then we all got the Nuggets in the finals.
Yep.
Against either Boston or the Bucks. Cool. And then y'all got an MVP prediction?
I'm probably gonna say I know Jokic has won it. He should have really won it back to back again.
So back, yes.
I think I'm gonna say Jokic, honestly, to be real.
Yep, I agree. I got Jokic as well. My sleeper pick, if you play 65 plus games, is AD.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. He got off to a hot start last year too.
Yeah.
When he was
a great little 2 month stretch there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's not that crazy, honestly, especially if you stay healthy.
Yeah. And my dark horse just for fun is Zion. I ain't gonna lie. So
if he can stay healthy, another one that's not really that crazy. If he can stay healthy.
You said Jokic, you got a sleeper and a dark horse?
I ain't go that far into depth about it. I ain't gonna lie, but I just got, as a sleeper. I guess we could put. I don't know if this will be a sleeper though. I was thinking Dame, like with the new environment. I don't know if that's really considered a sleeper.
I just think Giannis and him will take votes away from each other.
Yeah, that's true too. So that's why I said I didn't think about this part. I just gave an MVP. I didn't think about sleeper or none of that.
My bad.
No, you good, bro. You good. Yeah, you fine.
You got me thinking about mine. So I'm actually going to pick against you. I don't think Jokic is going to win it because I don't think they're giving anybody another MVP. To be honest with you. So my picks, I actually got 3 picks. So my first pick is going to be Luka. I think Luka's going to win it this year. Actually, did I even have him in the playoffs?
No, I'm about to say you
I
didn't
did. I had him at 10. I had him at 10.
Yeah.
So I got Luka probably gonna win it. I just think his hype is crazy. And they're gonna give him one. I think my other sleeper is going to be SGA. And then my last sleeper is going to be I had somebody LeBron James.
40-year-old LeBron James getting MVP.
40-year-old, man.
If anybody, it'd be him.
Yep. That's why I'm saying, I think, bro, if the Lakers look, they ain't gonna give it to him. They probably ain't gonna do it. So I probably could have switched that to like Jason Tatum or Devin Booker. But yeah, I just think I would like to see LeBron get another, but he ain't gonna get another. They ain't gonna do it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I guess Thomas. I guess that's
man. Thomas, shout out where people can find you at. Let the people know where they can find you. We definitely want to bring you back on the pod too, man. It was fun talking ball with you.
Yeah, man.
So thank you for coming on too, man, as well. But yeah, just let the people know where they can find you at.
Absolutely, yeah. I appreciate you guys having me on. My mainstay right now is on Instagram, so it's at the.hole.94. I'm also getting ready to kickstart my YouTube channel with the same at, and I have a Twitter. I don't really use it as much, like I said earlier. But yeah, right now it's mainly IG, and once everything grows and goes from there, I definitely love to have be back on here and have y'all on mine, and we can go back and forth like that.
Y'all go follow him on Instagram, man. I went and followed yesterday. Actually, today they got some really good basketball content on there, so go follow him on IG at the.hole, as in Whole Food. .94, man. Go ahead and go over there and follow him. Really good basketball content over there. So Thomas, again, man, appreciate you coming on, man. Cameron, anything you want, any closing remarks or anything like that tonight before we close it out?
Shoot, man. Nah, thank you again, Thomas. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep in touch. You know what I'm saying? We definitely want to get you back on here, especially as the NBA season goes along.
Yeah.
Y'all follow my boy. You know what I'm saying? Keep on the lookout for some good content on the way from us as well.
Yep.
And then that's pretty much it, man. Y'all be safe out there, man. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, for sure, man. Y'all have a blessed night, man. Y'all have a good one. We'll be back next week, man, talking ball, man. Appreciate y'all's love and support, and we out for the night, man.